The truth about vaccines and autism. A doctor's perspective. In a world where misinformation spreads like wildfire, it's time to shed light on a controversial topic. The link between vaccines and autism. A recent viral post has sparked debate, but let's dive into the facts and uncover the truth. Debunking the myth. Science speaks volumes. Leading pediatric associations worldwide, including those in the UK, US, Australia, and India, unanimously agree that vaccines and autism are not interconnected. Extensive research, involving millions of children across multiple countries, has consistently shown no association between vaccinations, such as the MMR vaccine, or those containing thimerosal, and autism spectrum disorder, ASD. The evidence is overwhelming and clear. A comprehensive Cochrane review analyzed hundreds of studies and data from over 13 million children, finding no increased risk of autism. Further studies, like one published in JAMA in 2015, evaluated the risk of MMR vaccines in over 100,000 younger siblings, concluding that vaccination was not linked to an increased risk. Even a Danish study in 2019, involving 500,000 children, reached a similar verdict. The World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have also categorically stated that vaccines do not cause autism. The origins of misinformation. The roots of this misleading narrative can be traced back to a discredited study published in The Lancet in 1998 by Andrew Wakefield and his colleagues. This study, based on a case series of just 12 children, claimed to discover a new inflammatory bowel disease, autistic enterocolitis, linked to autism and associated with the MMR vaccine. However, subsequent investigations revealed that this study was built on falsified and manipulated data, including selective evidence and undisclosed conflicts of interest. It was later discovered that Wakefield had been paid by lawyers involved in litigation against vaccine manufacturers. This study became a cautionary tale of how not to conduct research. In 2010, The Lancet retracted the paper, and Wakefield was removed from the UK Medical Register. The power of celebrities and misinformation. Influencers and celebrities have a significant impact on public opinion. In 1956, Elvis Presley's polio vaccination photo inspired millions of American teens to get vaccinated. However, when celebrities promote myths, their followers often believe them without question. This places a burden on doctors to educate patients and counter misinformation. Unsubstantiated and sensationalized claims can lead to vaccine hesitancy, especially when social media has become a primary source of information for many parents. Addressing vaccine hesitancy in India. While India records adverse events following immunization, AFI, the system is not robust except for cases of acute flaccid paralysis, which are monitored for polio or vaccine-associated paralytic polio. However, professional bodies like the National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization, NTAGI, and the Advisory Committee of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, IAP, provide periodic guidance on vaccination and immunization practices. For long-term events and rare associations concerning vaccine safety, large-scale studies internationally and within India demonstrate that the benefits of vaccination far outweigh potential side effects. The universal vaccination program in India has successfully reduced infections like polio, diphtheria, measles, tetanus, and rubella. These programs are fundamental to public health and disease prevention globally. The addition of the pneumococcal vaccine has further reduced cases of pneumonia and meningitis, providing herd immunity and lowering transmission rates. Vaccine hesitancy in India. A growing concern? Fortunately, vaccine hesitancy is not a significant issue in India yet. Pediatricians routinely explain common and rare side effects, and most parents understand the importance of vaccinations. However, some parents who source information from social media may have more questions and concerns. Pediatricians should approach these conversations with empathy, dispelling myths and explaining the necessity of vaccinations. Vaccines not only prevent infections, but also reduce the risk of complications and hospitalizations. It's crucial to emphasize that the benefits of vaccination are well established and widely accepted by the medical community. The impact of vaccine hesitancy. In countries where vaccine hesitancy is high, we've witnessed a rise in infections, hospitalizations, and deaths. It's a stark reminder of the importance of vaccination and the potential consequences of misinformation. So let's continue to educate ourselves and others, relying on scientific evidence and expert advice. Together, we can ensure that our communities remain healthy and protected.